first and foremost, let's go to the practice field, and everybody wants to hear about Jayden Daniels, of course. And Myles Brennan is still kicking. He's still around and still saying, hey, don't forget about me. So Daniels versus Brennan.
Well, that was there. The first thing that drew everybody's attention in the media, a pack of wolves going out there right when the fence door was pulled, roll away the stone by Michael Bonnet. Everybody and I got to say, we led the pack. We're flying out there, and you could see that everybody was kind of huddled together. The red jerseys for the quarterbacks now. It used to always be gold for LSU with the quarterbacks, but now red. And you could see Jayden Daniels, number 5, coming out there, and he's a lot, He is not this statuesque Adonis athlete to the eye, but I don't think he really needs to be. There's really not too much that could tell you from this spring practice about what kind of quarterback he could become this season or even next. But he seemed polished. He seemed okay. Myles Brennan, I think, told me the most. Really, like it seemed more like. Jayden Daniels was just getting into the swing of things. Myles Brennan kind of had some intensity, some zip to every pass he made. Was kind of some energy to it. And then they did some simulated drives with the offensive lineman, receiver, tight end combinations, flanking them, simulated drives, and just kind of quickly doing it. A lot of tempo, practicing a lot of tempo. They'd have one quarterback come in for a few reps, shuffle him out. Myles Brennan led the charge, and then it was Jayden Daniels, then it was Garrett Nussmeier, and then of course Walker Howard, and it was very intriguing. I think Myles Brennan looked the sharpest, but what can that tell you? It was just a spring practice. It feels like Jayden Daniels still just getting his feet wet at LSU. Getting his feet wet into spring practice. Really, he's just barely arrived onto campus. Myles Brennan seems like he's been, conditioning, working hard with the team for the last few weeks. He's kind of more hit the ground running, but I saw a lot of good signs from the quarterbacks there. There's a lot of competition. Joe Sloan, Mark, he was hot out there. He was getting after the quarterbacks. He was demanding energy nonstop. He was getting a little pissed off at a few guys, and we got footage of it there on LSUodyssey.com where he's lighting up one of the quarterbacks for something, and he did not stop the entire practice that we were allowed to watch. He was very hot, and he was flying around, jumping at the quarterbacks. Of course, everyone's going to, some people will start ordaining him as the next Joe Brady or something. But no, I think he had a different flavor to him. Joe Sloan, maybe it sounded like Coach Jerry Sloan from the Jazz out there with his barking, but it was awesome. I love to see that type of coaching. He was teaching as well.